welcome back to the MA. This is Dan with Ledger Support. Hope everybody is doing okay today. So there's a bit of a change. As you can see, today is just me. Pringe wasn't available for this MA, but don't worry, all the Pringe fans out there. He will be back actually tomorrow on Twitter. Me and Pringe and I will be doing a tech update on Twitter. So if you want to catch us there, then yeah, that will be at 4:30 CT tomorrow. So that's Paris time. But as usual, this is your live support session. So if you have any questions about, Ledger products, anything related to the Ledger, if you have some technical issues, if you want to basically ask me anything, then this is the moment to do it. I'm here for about an hour or until we run out of questions. And I can help you with all your technical issues. If you have any questions to ask me, if you want to ask me about Ledger products, like really whatever you want. Before I go a little further, just please let me know if the sound is good. I'm always worried that the sound quality is not great. So I just want to make sure that you guys have the best experience possible. And then I'll start getting into the questions. But yeah, if you could give me like a little feedback in the chat just to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. And then I'll probably start the AMA. I'm going to retweet this AMA real quick as well. So we've got more people on the live as well. Yep. Okay, cool. Great. So before I start, just quick word of caution. As usual, guys, like there's a ton of scammers on social media. So fortunately, not too many on YouTube, but on social media generally, there is a lot of scams. So you should always be careful. Okay, don't get scammed. Don't type your recovery phrase into any fake Ledger Live app. Don't give it to anyone. Don't share it, don't type it, just keep it for yourself. The recovery phrase is the most important part of your Ledger setup. If you give it to someone, then they'll have access to all your accounts. They don't even need, they don't even need your access to your device. They can just access your account with just the recovery phrase. So just be super careful, okay? With that being said, I'm gonna start with the questions, and there's just currently one question from Apple. So here she's asking, show us how to create the 25th word. And so so I'm glad you asked. That's actually pretty technical and pretty complex. So maybe I can show you the basics, and then I'll share a help center article that you can use to do it yourself. But yeah, so basically the 25th word, we call it the passphrase as well. It's just a way to create secret accounts on top of your existing accounts. So the cool thing about a passphrase or a 25th word is that if someone finds your recovery phrase, if they don't have your passphrase, they won't be able to access your secret accounts. That being said, they can still access your normal accounts, but at least the secret accounts will be protected. So I'll show you real quick how that works. So hang on. So you should be able to see my device here. So the passphrase is basically, we'll be adding a passphrase, but we'll also be adding a secondary pin as well that will open the secret configuration to my Ledger device. Okay. So currently my device has only one pin. Okay. That's my main pin. And it's 1111. Okay, so remember that. It's not a very secure pin, and the reason is because I'm not storing a lot of money on this device. It's just a work device. Okay, so I've got 1111 as my main pin. Now let's say I want to create secret accounts. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna open Ledger Live here, but I don't really need Ledger Live for it, at least not right now. But I'm just gonna have it open for later. And let's say I want to create a secret Bitcoin account. Okay, so you can see here I've got a regular account that I can access via my device, open with my normal PIN. But let's say I want to add like a secret Bitcoin account to this setup. So what I would do, I would press both buttons here. Okay, then I will go into the settings, security, and then I would select passphrase. All right, then there's a bunch of disclaimers on the screen. I can scroll through them, set up passphrase. And then I've got two options. I've got attach to pin or set as temporary. If I set as temporary, that will force me to retype my passphrase every single time I want to access my secret account. It's not super secure in my opinion because it forces you to retype the passphrase. So I don't really like it. I prefer the convenience of attaching the secret accounts to a pin. So I'll have to choose like a second pin, which is different from my main pin. And then if I want to access my secret accounts, I can use that second pin. So I'm going to choose that option, but it's up to you which one you prefer. Now it's asking me choose passphrase pin. All right, so that's my secondary pin that will open my secret configuration. I'm gonna go for something simple, but you guys at home just make sure to select something more difficult to guess. I mean, so I'm gonna choose 2222, so 4 times 2 as my secret pin. Okay, here it's asking me to confirm, so I'm going to do it one more time. Again, this is my secret pin. All right. And then it's asking me to enter the passphrase. So I'm just gonna go with something simple like Bob. Let's say I'm gonna use Bob as a passphrase. Again, a passphrase, you want something a little more complicated, ideally something with a mix of numbers and letters, but crucially something that you can memorize, okay? But let's say I wanna keep it simple. I'm gonna use Bob as my passphrase. Confirm passphrase, okay, passphrase Bob. Looks good. Confirm with current pin. This is my main normal pin, so that's 1111. So I'm going to use 1111. Again, it's different from my secret pin, which is 2222. All right. So up here, I confirm with my current pin. Now it's processing, and boom, passphrase set. So I'm good. So now I've got a passphrase. Now that being said, I still haven't loaded the secret private keys into my device. To do this, I'll need to disconnect the device, reconnect, and here now I want to enter the secret pin. So 2222, okay. Boom, now I'm inside my secret configuration, and you can see like nothing is really different. I still have the same apps, like it looks exactly the same as the normal configuration. But every single account that I create now will be one of my secret accounts, and they will be protected by the passphrase and the pin, the secret pin. Okay, so now let's say I want to create a secret Bitcoin account. Go ahead, Bitcoin, continue, open the app. So everything is exactly the same. You just create a new account just the way you would do it normally. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that one. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm gonna call it secret, Bitcoin secret. But of course, I don't recommend that you actually call it Bitcoin secret. And then add account, boom. And this is my secret Bitcoin account. And if I wanna access that secret Bitcoin account, I will need to unlock my device with my passphrase. In this case, my secondary pin, my secret pin, so 2222. And just to show you that it's a secret account, if I were to disconnect my device one more time and then open my device with my normal configuration, so 1111, okay, which is my non-passphrase, non-secret configuration. If I try to access this account, I'll get an error. I'll show you real quick. You will say that I don't have the correct private keys. See, here you go, something went wrong. Please check that your hardware wallet is set up with the recovery phrase or passphrase associated with the selected account. And the reason why is because I haven't unlocked my device with my secret pin, and that's why I can't access my secret accounts. Now, to give you like another layer of protection with secret accounts, you can do your transactions with your secret accounts, and then it's recommended to hide them from Ledger Live once you're done. And then whenever you need access to a secret account again, you unlock your device with your secret pin, re-add the secret account, do your transactions, then hide again. And so this way you'll have two sets of accounts. You've got your plausible deniability accounts, normal accounts with a little bit of funds, and then you've got most of your funds on your secret accounts. So this is how you do it. So I hope I answered the question. Sorry, that was a little long, I think, but Apple, I hope that I answered the question for you. Okay, next question is from Jose Lenny Solidum. And yeah, by the way, guys, so if you just joined the stream, this is Dan. So drop your questions in the chat so I can get back to you. Okay, any questions is good. Just drop them in the chat. I will keep going until I no longer have questions. So go for it. So the next question is from Jose Lenny Solidum. Sorry, my voice is giving a little bit. So Jose is asking, when will swapping be made available for Cardano on Ledger? Good question, Jose. Yeah, so you're probably right that Cardano is not supported yet for swapping. Yeah, it's not supported. Well, I can escalate that to the Ledger team, and so they can think about integrating swapping into Ledger Live. That being said, there are some alternatives. So there is a swap service that is compatible with Ledger called Rango. We have documentation about Rango. Oh, by the way, before I answer that, I'm just gonna drop the passphrase article for Apple. So you've got, and if you guys wanna add a passphrase secret accounts to your Ledger, you can follow those steps. Now, going back to swapping ADA, so yes, it's not supported in Ledger right now, but you can still swap ADA for another currency by using a third-party service called Rango. It happens that we have documentation on the Help Center that will tell you how to do this. So it's here, swap crypto with Rango exchange. It's safe, okay? You can just connect your Ledger device to Rango. You might need MetaMask to be in the middle or not. I haven't used it for a long time, but Rango does support ADA. So I'm gonna drop this article for you, Jose, so you can take a look. But I'm just gonna showcase Rango just a little bit because it's a cool app. So you basically open the app and yeah, here's the menu. So if you're familiar with Uniswap and PairSwap, it looks exactly the same. You connect the wallet. So in this case, I'm gonna use MetaMask to connect my wallet. You want to make sure that the Ethereum app is open on your device when you do this, just like that. Okay, then boom. Okay, open MetaMask. Connect your accounts. So actually, this is not my Ledger account. This is my regular MetaMask account. But you get the gist. You just hang on. Yeah, so you'd connect your account. Okay, so ideally you'd connect your Ledger account, your Ledger to MetaMask, just like I'm doing right now. Okay, boom. But you don't even have to, since I don't know if you want to use, you want to swap ADA for ETH. But anyway, let's say, so you want to swap ADA, then you select, it's not. Okay, so I apologize, it's actually not supported. I was pretty sure it was supported, but it turns out it's not supported. Okay, so my bad. Sorry for that, Jose. Turns out it's not supported. Maybe I'll try to find like another solution for you. For everybody else, you can still use Rango to do all your swaps. Seems like it's mostly supporting EVM chains, Solana as well. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here. So it's worth digging. Maybe ThorSwap might help you as well. You can swap Bitcoin, Solana. There is a bunch of options, but it seems like Cardano is not here. I thought it was here for a second, but hey, I'll try to find something else, Jose, for you. Your second question is, please show us how to do recovery check. Okay, so that one I can do for sure. So, okay, So I'm not gonna do the entire recovery check, okay, because I don't want to show you guys my recovery phrase, but the recovery check is a way to check if the words that are written on your recovery sheet are correct, okay? And so you would type each word into your ledger device, which is the only place where it's safe to type a recovery phrase, and then the ledger device will tell you, yes, it's correct, or no, it's not correct. If it's no, there is an issue with your recovery phrase, or your device was reset, something is wrong. If it's yes, then it means that the recovery phrase is correct, and the private keys represented by the recovery phrase are the same as the private keys inside the device. So you're good to go. So that being said, I'll show you how to do the check real quick. So, okay, so first I'm gonna allow a secure connection to Ledger Live. Okay, then I want to go into the app catalog, recovery check, and you want to install that on your device. Okay, so in my case, it's already installed. Then I don't need Ledger Live here, so you can close Ledger Live. The rest of the manipulation happens on the device. Then you connect your device and you look for the recovery app. So let's see, where is it? Where it is? Recovery check. So here's the app here. So I'm gonna open this app here, and then it says check your recovery phrase. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Select the number of words written on your recovery sheet. So that will be 24 words. And then you would go ahead and you type every single one of your words into your recovery, into the device. So for example, I don't know, machine, and then jacket, and then wage, and so on and so forth, until you've input all 24 words. And then again, if the device recognizes the recovery phrase, it will say, okay, all good. If there is an issue, it will say invalid recovery phrase. And that's about it, right? The device will not reset. It will just tell you there is a problem with the recovery phrase and you need to take action, right? But it's actually safe to do a recovery check. It will not wipe your private keys or anything like that. What I would recommend when it comes to recovery check is to do one immediately after you've set up the device for the first time, right? Because during the setup, you will get your recovery phrase, which is super important. So once you've done the setup, you got your first recovery phrase, then I would go on Ledger Live, download the recovery app, and immediately do a recovery check just to make sure that you correctly written the words on the recovery sheet, and then you're good to go. Because I've seen plenty of situations where folks would, get set up and then they would make a mistake when backing up the words. They would write the word in the wrong place, or there would be spelling mistakes, or they would come up with a word that's not on the BIP 39 list, and next thing you know, the device gets reset for whatever reason. Maybe they input 3 pins and then they try to restore their funds, but the recovery phrase is invalid, and now they're locked out of their account. So it's good practice to do recovery check often, or even better, immediately after you set up the device, and then once in a while. So Jose, I hope that answer is better than my first answer. That being said, I'm gonna continue. Next question is from Joe. Hi Dan, hope you're well. Really like the clarity in answers. Thanks, Jojo. If you have any questions, go for it. Drop the questions in. Drop your questions in the chat so I can get back to you. Again, guys, I'll go as far as there are questions in the chat, and when the questions stop, then I'll have to stop the live. So counting on you to drop your questions. It can be anything, really, anything you want. Cool. Next question is from Crypto Professor. Hey Dan, hope all is well. Yeah, all good here. Thank you. I hope you are well as well. Was wondering if you guys are in the work on making STX, Rweave, VRA, Unibot, VChain available on Ledger Live Mobile soon. Thanks, brother. Yeah, thank you for the question too, man. So Stacks STX, yes, it's coming to mobile. I think it is on mobile right now. So if you update Ledger Live to the latest version, which should be 3.30 on your mobile, then you should be able to create a STX Stacks account. Rweave, no, I don't think it's coming soon because you still need a third-party wallet. So it's not coming soon to mobile or desktop for that matter. You still need to use a third-party wallet called, I think it's just called the Rweave wallet for now. And it's only working with a Nano S or Nano S Plus. VRA, I'm not sure what that coin is. I think it's Veritasium, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's in the works. Unibot, not sure actually what Unibot. I've heard of the project. I know it was creating some waves on social media, but let me actually check Unibot. Is it an ERC20 token? That's what I want to know. Or is it its own chain? Okay, so Unibot, I think that's probably the coin you have in mind. Ethereum, okay, so it's an Ethereum token. Yeah, okay, so Unibot, Crypto Professor, Unibot, you can just send it to your regular Ethereum account. Like that one. And it will show in your accounts, probably. Maybe not show in Ledger Live, but it will be in your account, and you can use something like MetaMask, or you can use Zerion to see it and manage Unibot tokens. Zerion is actually pretty cool. It's like a portfolio manager, but it can detect more tokens than a Ledger Live on EVM chains like Ethereum, so you might want to use that. Next question is, oh yeah, so, and the last one, VET, so VeChain. VeChain also in work, but yeah, not currently available in Ledger Live. You also have to use a third-party wallet to use it, but that's one of those chains that will be coming eventually to Ledger Live, I think. Probably faster than Rweave, VRA, and Unibot, if I had to guess. So I hope that answered your question. Guys, by the way, if you have any questions, go for it. Drop them in the chat so I can answer everything. Again, I'm here for another 25 minutes, give or take. But if I run out of questions, then I'll just finish the live sooner. Next question. Ahmad, how do you create a USDT account? USDT on my Ledger Nano S Plus. Okay, so Ahmad, you are lucky because I do have a Ledger Nano S Plus with me here. So look, there are different options for creating a USDT account. I'm gonna recommend that you store your USDT on a Tron account because it has cheaper fees than Ethereum, and Tron is the home of USDT in the sense that USDT has the most traffic on Tron. So how would you do that? So first of all, you would connect your Ledger device to Ledger Live, okay, just like that. Then you would click on Add Accounts, and then you would go and grab a Tron account and then continue. Then Ledger Live will ask you to open the Tron app on your device. And then you would add a new Tron account, boom, like that. You can call it Tron USDT. And then you add the account, okay. You can see I've got a bunch of Tron accounts that are already installed here. So let's say this is your new account, and then you would open the account, receive, continue, and then grab this address here. Verify that the address is the same on your device, okay. And then you would go to an exchange and send the USDT to the Tron account here. Now, don't worry, the first time you do it, if you don't have TRX coins into the Tron account, you will not see your USDT, but that's normal. It's not a bug, but it's just a feature of the Tron network. If you want to be able to see USDT in your account, you also need to keep some TRX coins in the same Tron account. So that would look like that, TRX. So you want to have a little bit of TRX like just like that, right, in your accounts. The only thing you need is like 1 TRX. You actually need 0.1 TRX, but you can send the minimum amount from an exchange of TRX, and then you can send your USDT. So once the USDT gets into your account, you will be able to see them immediately. And that's how you do it. And then you can start transacting from your Tron account. So yep, I hope that answers your question. But again, yeah, I would strongly suggest a Tron account for storing USDT. It's just the best way, the best user experience and the cheapest network for USDT. Okay. Next question. Dovla Poco. What do you think about Sendgame and project? I thought it was cool. I liked it. I played the Ledger Quest on Sandbox, and I thought it was fun, and I liked the design. I didn't go beyond that, I think, because yeah, it was during 2021. It was quite busy, so I didn't have time to really play the game more. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. We do have some documentation as well on Sandbox. But yeah, what do you think about it? I'd love to hear what you think about Sandbox. I think the graphics are pretty fun. But yeah, but I'm not like a big user of Sandbox right now, I have to admit. Cool. All right. So next question, Jose. By the way, guys, if you are, if you just joined the live, this is Dan with Ledger Support. I'm gonna be live for basically another 25 minutes, depending on how many questions I got. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm here for you guys to answer anything Ledger related, so go for it. Okay, so next question, Jose, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jose. And Crypto Professor, VRA, it's Veracity support on Ledger Mobile priced at 0.003. Okay, let me check real quick. But yeah, I think we talked about it before. I don't know if we concluded that it was supported or not, but yeah, so it's an Ethereum token. Okay, Veracity Ethereum token. Let me check if it's supported. Yeah, it's supported. Yeah, so it's supported. Just make sure to update Ledger Live, Crypto Professor, and yeah, then you can. It's supported on Ethereum. Okay, so yeah, it should be visible in Ledger Live as well. It will always live on your Ethereum account because it's a token on Ethereum, so it has to live in an Ethereum account. Make sure you've got some ETH coins as well in the same account to pay for transaction fees. Okay, next question. Let me check. I think Russian name. I'm sorry, I cannot read this, but I've seen your name before, I think. So the question is, you have Rweave ERC20 on Ledger, but it's impossible to send it from an exchange. From where can I send Rweave ERC20 to Ledger? I think the reason being that Rweave used to be an ERC20 token on Ethereum, but then they moved to their own network, their own blockchain. And so exchanges started to delist ERC20 Rweave. So I don't actually know if it's possible to if there are still some exchanges that support Rweave ERC20. That being said, you can, if you have a Nano S or a Nano S Plus, you can connect your Ledger device to the Rweave wallet, and then you can send your coins to that. But you'll have to select the Rweave network. Okay, that's super important when you send to your device. Okay, I'm just gonna drop hang on. I'm just gonna drop the article here for you. Try that and see if you're successful in sending your Rweave to your account. Okay, next question is from Maconoid. Any update on the stacks shipment date? No, we don't have an update. I actually don't have an update. Basically, the stacks will be shipped when it's ready to ship. What I can say is we're working very hard on shipping like a good device, something that will be worth the money that you guys paid. So yeah, that's why we can't promise an ETA, but I know for sure that the team is working super hard to ship the devices as soon as possible. So yeah, once your device is ready to ship, we'll send you an email. For now, yeah, again, apologies for the delay. We know it's really annoying. I'm waiting for my stacks as well, so I can't wait to have it. But we just want to make sure that you guys have a good device. And yeah, so that's the situation. But again, we'll send you an email when it's ready to ship. Okay. Guys, if you just joined the stream, this is Dan with Ledger Support. I'm here to answer your Ledger question or any question really for that matter. So don't hesitate to post in the chat and then I'll answer your questions one by one. I'll go as, I'll stay online as long as I have questions, but of course, if I run out of questions, then we'll stop the stream a little earlier. Okay. Next thing for Pringe. Pringe is watching, guys. Watch out. But Pringe, I can't see your message. It was retracted by yourself or by YouTube. Next question from Powder Freak 720. On my Coinbase account, I have the coin Nucifer. I bought this coin a while ago, and since then Coinbase has stopped trading. It now says trade on a DEX. Could you explain what that means? How to fix it? Okay, interesting. I think Coinbase probably wants you to send your coins to the base network, and then from the base network, you can try to find a DEX. So DEX is like an exchange, but that lives on the blockchain. So it's like Coinbase, but think of it like Coinbase, but living on a blockchain. And the DEX will let you swap coins, one token for another token. So what you probably want to try is, if your coins are currently on Coinbase, I would try to send them to your base account, your Ledger base account. So let me drop some documentation for you here, Powder. Okay, so this article will teach you how to create a base account in Ledger Live with your Ledger device. I'm gonna show you real quick, guys, what that looks like. Go into account, choose a crypto asset, base, continue, and then go through the steps to create the account. So you can see I already have an account here, so I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. So you'll get like a base account here, and Base is Coinbase's own blockchain. If you're familiar with Binance the exchange, Binance has this blockchain called Binance Smart Chain, which is like almost like Binance's private garden. Base is a bit the same thing, right? It's like Coinbase own blockchain, and you can send from Coinbase to Base. And Ledger Live supports Base, right? So once you have a Base account in Ledger Live, then you can create an address like that with your Ledger device. And then from Coinbase, you can send to this address. And once the coins are in your device, basically in your Base account in your device, then you can try to find a DEX that lives on the Base network. So let me try to find one for you. So here's the website that showcases the Base ecosystem, so all the things that you can do on the Base network. I'm gonna share that with you as well. powder. All the things you can do on Base. And if I go to something like DeFi, I should be able to find a DEX somewhere. Let me see. DAO Gaming Infra, maybe Infra. Okay, no. Yeah, I think you can use something like 0x. Yeah. So 0x is a DEX. Yeah, you can probably connect your ledger device. Then you will connect your ledger device to. Oh, what is this? Okay, never mind. You know what? Like, explore this, and you should be able to find a base swap. Here we go. So you can use base swap probably with your ledger device. Right. You connect your ledger device to that, maybe via MetaMask, and then you can do your transaction. You might be able to swap your new cipher to something else. If it's your first time sending coins to Base, then I would definitely like test with a small amount. And if you have any difficulties like sending from Coinbase to your Base account, maybe ask the Coinbase support team as well to help you with the Coinbase side of the transaction. Okay, so I hope that helps you. But yeah. Next, Ahmad, thank you for the previous answer. I have a question. If I sell coins via Ledger Live, can Coinify transfer to an Indonesian bank? I don't think so, Ahmad. I think, I mean, maybe. I think you would have to try, because I'm not based in Indonesia, so I'm not sure Coinify, Coinify will send to your Indonesian bank, but possibly, but keep in mind that Coinify only supports Bitcoin, so you will have to spend Bitcoin. You might be able to find like a different off-ramp in the Discover section here. I know BTC Direct does it, but it's mostly for people that live in Europe, like myself. Another potential solution for you would be to use on Meta. Okay, so it's India and Philippines, right? Yeah, so probably try Coinify. Okay, try Coinify and see if that works. And just let me know. Okay, next, guys. And you guys, you're welcome. Maconoid and Powder Freak. You're welcome, guys. Just keep posting questions if you have other questions. I'm here for another 20 minutes, so go ahead. Okay, next. Thank you, Dan. By the way, Ukrainian name. Okay, that's cool. Shout out to you, mate. And I still have no idea how to pronounce it, unfortunately, but I'm sure it's a beautiful name. Maybe you can put the translation like the Western pronunciation for this name. That'd be great. But anyway, thank you for joining the live. Next, we've got a question from Karnak Unreal. Hi Dan, I'm waiting for an email from your support, but when I've replied to automated ones, they are just being blocked. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's probably because the ticket hasn't been assigned to an agent right now. So you'll have to wait until you get an email from us, from a member of our team, to be able to communicate. Because right now, if you just reply to the automated email that is being sent to you after you open a ticket, then it will just keep, tell you that, okay, this is just an automated email, blah, 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 blah. Wait, be patient. That being said, Karnak, if you have a pending ticket from us, you can drop the ticket number into the chat, and me or someone from my team will get back to you. The ticket number is 6-digit, so it's probably an email you received from us after you open the ticket. So you can drop that in the chat and you can take a look. If I find your ticket, I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. Yep. But typically, if you've opened a ticket, then don't worry, someone will get back to you. It's just be patient and someone will get back to you. Crypto Professor, is VRA under the ticker Vera in Ledger Live. When you brought up the token support, it had VRA and Vera by the contract address. Let me double check again. But this list here that I'm using, by the way, this list is also available on the Hbar Center here under where is it? Supported coins and tokens in Ledger Live here. And the best way to search the list here is to use not the ticker, because there are many different tickers that have the same symbol, but and tickers can vary as well, but you should use always the contract address here, because the contract address is always unique. So if I grab the contract address and then I go to this list here, Control F. Yep, VRA and Vera. I think it's possible that VRA, like the Veracity, just renamed to just Vera. They should be the same token, but yes, the token is supported on Ethereum. So as long as you have a recent version of Ledger Live, you should be able to see it in Ledger Live in your Ethereum account. By the way, the last version is 268.1. So Crypto Professor, I'm gonna share that with you, the list. I'm also gonna share the link for you to update Ledger Live if you haven't done so. It's good practice, guide, to update Ledger Live often, so you get more features, more stuff, and also you get to see more tokens in Ledger Live. Cool. All right, next question from Tom Cam. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Tom Cam. Yeah, I recognize the name here. Hi, Dan. I hope everything is fine with you. Yeah, all good here. I hope you're good too. Just a quick one. I sent some ETH on my ledger, and the coming minutes got some fake NFTs with the Polygon moniker. Is there a way to delete them? No, there is no way to delete them, unfortunately. The safe way to deal with those NFTs is just to hide them. Like, so you can see my Polygon account here. I've got tons of those fake NFTs as well. So the way you should deal with it, and the only safe way to deal with those NFTs is just to right click on the NFT, hide, boom, and you just go. You just hide all those different NFTs. It's also possible on mobile. You just long press on the NFT and then you hide. It's so annoying to have to go like each NFT at a time, but that's currently the only way to do it. Maybe we'll find out like a better UX in Ledger Live in the future. But yeah, those NFTs, they will keep coming because your address is public on the Polygon blockchain. You know, anyone can send you anything. You just have to keep hiding those tokens. Make sure you don't, try to follow the link that those NFTs have, because this is a scamming link. Make sure not to send anything to the address. Don't visit the website. Just don't interact with it. Just hide it. Also, don't try to send the NFT out of your wallet, because it's actually dangerous to send the NFT out of your wallet, because if you do a transaction, your Ledger device will interact with the underlying smart contract, and that smart contract might be malicious or you might try to get access to your account. So the best way to deal with those scam NFTs is just to hide them. That's it. Okay, next. Yeah, so Tom Cam, I hope I answered your question here. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna get a little water and then I will continue. Mako Noe, thank you. Yeah, you guys, welcome, you and Powder. Next question from Vaibav Mina. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name, mate. Can you guys extract seed phrase remotely if I do not connect my Ledger? We cannot do it even if you connect your Ledger device. So there is absolutely zero way for Ledger, the company, to extract your seed phrase. This is key to our security model. There is zero way we can do it. Maybe you're referring to Ledger Recover, that's a backup solution, but it's very different from us being able to extract the seed. Ledger Recover, again, not live currently, only available for Ledger Nano X, but currently not live. And it will always be an option, right, to backup or not. But again, the backup, you decide if you want to use it or not. It's very obvious if you're going to do backup or not. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And a backup is always, you decide if you want to do it. Extracting would mean we decide for you. And of course, this is out of the question. We cannot do this, just to be clear. So to just be very, very clear, there is no way we can extract the seed phrase. Okay, next question. I'm in partner. Dan, when Sui and Hbar token, when will Sui and Hbar be available in Ledger Live without a third-party wallet? So Hbar is already available. Hbar is already available in Ledger Live, desktop and mobile. I can prove it to you. I've got an account here. So you can buy and sell, you can also buy and sell, but you can send and receive Hbar via mobile or desktop app. The issue is that staking is not supported yet. So you will have to use a third-party wallet like Hashpack, which is not everybody's taste, but honestly, it's perfectly safe to connect your Ledger device to Hashpack and to manage your Hbar that way. I'm gonna drop some documentation for you if you wanna connect your Ledger device to Hashpack. And Hashpack is great because you can see NFTs on Hbar. You can also stake your Hbar coins. So it's a good little wallet. And yeah, for now, it's probably the best way if you want to stake. If you just want to send and receive Hbar, then you can just use Ledger Live. That's perfectly fine. So I'm in partner. So I'm dropping some documentation for you, Mike. Okay, next, Tom Cam. Okay, this is what I did. Thank you for verifying that. Cheers and talk soon. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Crypto Professor, awesome, you're killing it today. I can finally move my VRA to Ledger. One last question, when will the Ledger card be available to United States? Soon, hopefully. I think we are still rolling it out in the UK and Europe. Now, you know, regarding moving your VRA to Ledger, just do it slowly, okay? Just a little bit at a time. So, you know, do a test transaction first, okay? Then make sure you see the VRA in your device. If you do, then send the bounce, okay? Don't just send absolutely everything. And I don't know which exchange you're using, if it's Coinbase, Binance, or whatever, but the exchange will ask you two things, right? It will ask you for your Ethereum address, which you can get in Ledger Live with your Ethereum account. It will also ask you for the network. The network should be Ethereum in this case. Okay, so make sure that you have both information correct. And again, make sure that Ledger Live is up to date and send a test transaction first before you send everything. Okay, this is just best practice. All right, guys, so I'm here for another 10 minutes and then I'll have to go. But thank you so much again for your questions. Remember, if your question didn't make it to today's live, we do those lives every single day. That being said, I've got 10 more minutes, so I'll go down the list. Yeah, so you're welcome, Crypto Professor. Next question from William. So, why there is still no live support for Pulse Chain? Yeah, I know. Apologies for that, William. You know, it's taking a long time, those integrations, like, because we have limited engineering resources and we want to make sure that when you get something in Ledger Live, it's super safe to use. So that's why it's taking more time. And so we have other projects that we need to integrate before we integrate Pulse Chain, and that's why it's taking so much time. That being said, you can still use MetaMask. It's perfectly safe. That's the recommended way to go about it. And who knows, maybe there will be like other third-party wallets that are compatible with Ledger that will appear at some point or be created at some point. But for now, MetaMask is a good option, I think. Next question from Karnak Unreal. Is there any way someone could run me through how to set up my Polkadot staking correctly? As you know, my validators are all showing as inactive and I'm wondering if I've done something wrong. And yeah, so I'll answer your question right now. So you're lucky because I have a active Polkadot account here. So, okay, so first of all, you need at least 450 dots to be able to receive rewards. If you don't have at least 450 dots, I think it's 450 something, 51 dots, then there's no chance you can get rewards. Okay, second, you will need to bond your dots. That's immediate. You can just sign a transaction and then it goes into your bond and balance, just like that. Make sure you've got a little bit of available balance as well to pay for transaction fees later. And then it will come to selecting your nominators. Now, I can't really help you with that. I mean, you know, I use like those, but it's up to you which one you want to use. I use Jayco, Steak Chef, Killen, like those validators. Basically, you want to make sure that the commission is low, but not zero, because that's always a little fishy. You want to make sure the commission is not 100%, because if it's 100%, you will not get rewards from this validator. And yeah, and you want to make sure the validator is not oversubscribed as well, meaning that there are too many people nominating to this validator. So it's quite a lot of things to keep track. If you're still not getting rewards after, so it's normal not to get rewards for the first 5 days because yeah, your stake is still activating. But after 5 days, if you're still not getting rewards, then there is something wrong with the bags. And so rebagging is actually super important when it comes to Polkadot staking. And I'm going to share some documentation that you can use to rebag your stake. And you should do it very often, and you should do it every time you add more dots to your stake, your bonded stake. It's just best practice. And so once you've rebagged your stake, then wait another couple days and check if you're starting getting rewards. I say a couple days, but you might want to wait like another 3 days and see if you're getting some rewards. And that should solve it. That should solve it. If you still don't get anything, then open a ticket with us, because something might be going wrong and we might need to look at the account. Also, there is also the possibility to stake with a pool. And you know, that's pretty easy, and you can start with just like 2 dots, I think. So you also have the option to stake with a nomination pool. So I'll share that. So you've got 500. Yeah, okay, so you need to rebag for sure. Just rebag that stake and check that the validators that you've chosen are not taking like 100% commission. Do a little bit of research. You can use something like the staking dashboard as well. Sorry, I'm showing you a lot of stuff here, but yeah, Polkadot staking is just difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of steps. It's not like a set and forget kind of thing. You have to actively manage the stake. So not the most user-friendly staking out there, but the rewards are pretty good. So it's worth like trying, but again, you should rebag. Rebagging should be the second link that I share with you here. So rebag, wait 3 more days and check if you're getting the rewards. Make sure you also like update Ledger Live. You know, you want to make sure it's not like some sort of synchronization issue on your side. Go into Ledger Live, maybe clear the cache. So you would go to settings, the setting cogs here, help, clear the cache, and clear that cache. See if the rewards will start to appear, because it might be also like a simple sync issue. Okay, next question from Crypto Jake. I recognize the handle. Hey Jake, just got here. So when I first started off with Ledger, I sent BTC to the wrong address, and my Ledger, is there any way to get it back? Also, did it with some other tokens at a loss forever? Yes, Jake. If you don't control this address, someone else does, and that someone else has the private key to the account, and only they can move those coins. Like, we don't have access to private keys. We don't have access to accounts, even accounts created by Ledger devices, because we don't have access to recovery phrase, which is your private keys. So unless you can find the person that controls those accounts and you manage to get in touch with them and you manage to convince them to send the funds back, then you're not going to be able to get the funds back. I'm sorry, Jake. I'm just giving it to you straight, but there is no way to roll back transactions, unlike in the traditional banking system. Make sure when you send, your coins, any coins, right, to Ledger Live, make sure to always send the receipt, use the receive button. Okay, it's super important, and validate the transaction on your device. So I'll show you real quick. But like, let's say I want to receive some Bitcoin, like open the app, then keep the address here on your device, and then go to the exchange, and then check character by character that the address that shows on the device is the same that you're pasting in exchange, okay? And then use that, and always send a test transaction before you send like everything. Those are best practices when sending coins. But I'm sorry for you, Jake. Like, I hope that wasn't a lot of funds, and that you will recover. But again, like, just be super careful, because once the transaction is sent, there is no way to get it back. Karnak, try rebagging one more time and see how it goes. Okay. If rebagging still doesn't work, there is probably connect your Ledger device to the staking dashboard. That's the last link I shared. You might get some more insights on the activity of the validators and stuff like that. Make sure the validators don't take like 100% commission, but rebagging should do it. Maybe you need to rebag a second time. I don't know. Polkadot staking is just a little weird. Next question, Ahmad, will updating the ledger delete the account, and do I have to reinstall the account like BTC? No, you will not have to delete the account. So there's two pieces when it comes to updating. You can update Ledger Live, or you can update the device. Okay, Ledger Live is a piece of software, the device is a piece of hardware. Updating the Ledger Live will not remove your accounts. Updating the device might remove the app on the device. Okay, apps and accounts are different. If the apps are deleted from the device, no big deal. You can just reconnect your Ledger device to Ledger Live, go into My Ledger, and then reinstall the apps. No problem. That will have zero effect on your coins and accounts. The most important, Ahmad, is that you secure your 24-word recovery phrase, the 24 words that you backed up when you first set up the account. That is the most important thing you can do, because if anyone has access to the 24-word recovery phrase, they will be able to access your account even if they don't have access to your Ledger device. Okay, so it's super important to keep them safe. Super important. Next, Tradesmith. Have you run into the never-ending loading signal when attaching the Ledger to your computer? Yes, I have. And you have to make sure that Ledger is up to date, the device is up to date, but you also have to make sure that the device is awake before you connect it to My Ledger. That's one of the biggest reasons why that happens. So you want to make sure that the device is just like that, awake, not connecting to anything else. Make sure it's not connected to any third-party wallet like MetaMask or something else. So you might want to close the browser, close your VPNs or whatever else you've got running, just Ledger Live. Make sure the cable is correct. Make sure to try different ports. Make sure the device is unlocked and awake, and then do it again. If that doesn't work, try connecting to your phone, the Ledger Live on your phone. That might help. I do think we have some documentation on that. It's on the Hop Center. Yeah, here we go. My Ledger is stuck in an infinite loading loop. That should be that. Tradesmith. Let me share that with you. Yeah, just follow those tips. That should help you. Let me know if that helps. Okay, no worries, Crypto Jake. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't too much money, although $100 can be a lot of money depending on where you live, but yeah. Sending a small amount always like a good idea, and just stay safe. Okay, just proceed carefully, and if you have any questions, come back to those lives and ask me questions, or whoever is doing the live that day. Okay. Yep. Okay. Next question. XXX8. Hi Dan. When did Hbar? So hang on, guys. I'm just gonna check that. I don't have a meeting right now. Okay, now I'm good. So I can stay for another few minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna clear that backlog here. So XXX8, hi Dan. When did Hbar become available on Ledger? Because before to send Hbar to Ledger, you need a hashback or something. Yeah, you're correct that first you need to connect your Ledger device to hashback to initially create the account. Once you have this account, then you can import that account in Ledger Live. So, and the reason why is because hashback acts as a onboarding service for new accounts. There's only a few selected actors that can actually provide the service of creating new accounts on Hbar. It's something specific to the Hedera blockchain. Unfortunately, Ledger is not part of those services, so you have to use a third party like hashback to do it. There is documentation on the Help Center that explains how to do this. That might be helpful for you. Access your, okay, this. Yep, try that, XXX. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, it's the last link, okay. I can't find you on the chat. Next, Mozen Emran. Any idea when Casper will be added to Ledger? I know it's in the works, but I can't give you an ETA, I don't know. Nobody knows exactly when it's gonna be added, you know, because there needs to be a back and forth between the Casper team, our team, there are security audits and all other things going on, so nobody really knows exactly when it's going to be pushed through the finish line, but I know it's in the works. So, you know, a little bit of patience. It's coming. Next, Vaibhav Meena. Will the Ledger ever enable the Lightning Network in Ledger Live? Not anytime soon. And the reason is technical is because it's extremely difficult right now to have a cold wallet connecting. Like there is no cold Lightning Network wallet. That's why we can't have one in Ledger Live. So the only option right now is to transfer to your Lightning wallet from Ledger Live. It's not great, but that's the only option right now. And I don't think it's going to come to Ledger Live anytime soon. Although I would love it. That would be great. Karnak, you waiting for the move up option. It's going to take a while. It might take like 20 minutes to 30 minutes for this to open. So it's normal. Just stay on the page and just wait. It took 20 minutes for me to appear. So just leave that in the browser and it will appear eventually. Okay, next question. Agent Rivera Crypto. I got scammed first. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Like it's always like, it always makes me sad when someone gets scammed because it's so unfair, and those scammers, they're just really scums, you know, and it sucks. So I'm sorry to hear that. And those fake NFTs, yes, there's so many of them, guys. Like don't fall for them, okay? Just hide them in Ledger Live. Again, we're talking about those NFTs. They're mostly on Polygon. Just hide them, okay? And please do not try to claim the voucher. It's all BS. It's fake. It's a scam. Do not try to follow those links and stuff like that. Do not try to move the NFT. Just hide them. That's the best thing you can do. Okay, next. Levy XRP. Will the recovery be released on Ledger Nano S Plus? What should I do if I don't want it? Is there a security breach? I think you're talking about Ledger Recover. Yes, the plan is to have it on the Ledger Nano S Plus eventually, but first it will be released on Nano X. It's not currently live, by the way. If you don't want it, you just don't use it. It's not going to be automatic, right? If you don't like the service, you just don't sign up for it. That's it. It will never be automatically activated on your device. Okay, so if you don't like the service, you just don't touch it. Again, guys, if you do want to use it, however, there is a whole onboarding steps, you know, that you have to go through. You have to confirm multiple times with your Ledger device. We have to go through an ID verification. I mean, it's not something you can accidentally activate, right? So, and again, we will never activate that for you. If you don't like the service, don't use it. If you do like the service, and I think it's actually useful for some people, and that's the reason why we launched it, then feel free to use it. Okay, But again, we will never activate it for you, and you cannot. It's not something you can accidentally activate. I think that was the last question, guys. It's just thank yous now. So yeah, thank you, Tradesmith, Fitzgerald. Yeah, so you've received Polygon NFTs on my Polygon account. Some giveaways, are they valid? They are scams, Fitzgerald. All scams, all scams, all scams. You see, I've got tons of them as well in my accounts. They're all fake. Do not try to interact with them. Do not send them. Do not follow the link. It's not a real voucher. It's not a real claim. It's not really people sending money. It's just people trying to lure you into some scammy websites that will ask you to type your recovery phrase, and they will try to steal your funds. So yeah, the best way to deal with those NFTs for now is just to hide them in Live. Do not try to hide those NFTs, to move those NFTs again. Just hide them, okay? Just one by one. Yeah, you're welcome, Levy. Okay, I think that was it, guys. I think we cleared the backlog. Let's see. XXX8, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Thank you for coming to the show. Karnak, yeah, I told you. So I'm just going to repeat it again in case you missed it, but you'll have to wait 20 to 30 minutes for the option, the move up option to appear in Polkadot.js. That's normal. It's just because the node that powers Polkadot.js is very slow to synchronize. Yeah, so you've rebagged. Just wait 3 to 4 days, and you should start seeing if your validators are, serious validators and they're actually validating and doing their job. You will start getting rewards in your accounts. So maybe check back next week into the live and let us know if you still have any issues. Or you can, what day is today? Yeah, just give it like until the end of the week, or like until Friday to see if you get. Yes, Levy. If you're not activating the service, if you don't activate the service to subscribe to it, and by the way, Recover is a paid service, so if you don't pay the subscription, you don't get to use the service. So your private keys will not leave your Ledger device. Absolutely not. So that's what we say, right? It's optional. And we're not gonna force you to do it or to use it, but if you do want to use it, then it's available. But again, we will not do it without your explicit consent, which is you signing those transactions on your device and also going through the onboarding and so on and so forth. So don't worry. Okay, Jake, thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, feel free to come back. We'll be live tomorrow as well. The US team will host the live tomorrow, but me, I'll be live with Sprinjol on next Monday. Levi, you're welcome. And Karnak, good luck. I hope you get the rewards. If you don't, come back, tell us what's up, and make sure Ledger Live is up to date as well. But just keep an eye on the transaction ID, right? So the rewards will show like that. Okay, every day or every couple of days you will get the rewards like that. So this is what it should look like. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. And Spacecrafter, where's the video I keep asking for again and again? I guess that's was that the passphrase video? If yes, please refresh my memory, because if you want a specific video about passphrase, we do have videos about passphrases, by the way, and I did a demonstration on how to set up a passphrase at the beginning of this live, so you can watch that back. But we do have a video on passphrases and how to create secret accounts, and also how to restore secret accounts. So yeah, let me find out for you. I think that's what you mean, but because I remember your name from a previous live. So yeah, here's the article with the video. Okay, so never mind. A full video explaining passphrase duration path of seed duration per passphrase, restoring a passphrase to a software wallet. Okay. Yeah, so restoring a passphrase wallet on software wallets, I don't think we'll make a video like that, just because we tend to avoid promoting like how to restore a passphrase on third-party wallets. That being said, I know that Trezor will let you restore a secret passphrase account on the device, and they have documentation on that as well. And keep in mind that not every software wallet supports passphrases, okay? And software wallets, the problem is they tend to be specific to one blockchain. So, you might be able to restore a passphrase account, like one secret account, for example, a Cardano account, or like, I don't know, an Ethereum account, but maybe not all of them. So that's the limitation with using a software wallet in general. But yeah, but with regards to like the passphrase duration path, that we can add some more information to the this passphrase article, so you can get you can go a little more in details into the technical side. So I'll keep that in mind, Spacecrafter. Sorry, it takes sometimes to we've been busy recently, so no time to create videos, but I'll keep that in mind and I'll create the video as soon as I can. Okay, guys, that being said, I think it's time. Thank you so much again for joining the live, asking all your questions. We'll be live tomorrow again. The US team will be hosting. For me, I'll be live next week on Monday with Pringe. And in the meantime, take care. Okay, don't get scammed. Hide your NFTs. Those vouchers, free money NFTs, they all scam. So don't fall for them. Just right click, hide them in Ledger Live. Don't try to claim those vouchers. Don't try to follow those links. Just hide them in Ledger Live. Okay, cool. Thank you so much.